think it's positive or negative, or does it have
It
any?
swings both ways. I
don't
personally think it
negative.
swings both ways.
Well,
Oh, there is negativity. If a person grows up to be toxic
Yes.
to themselves and their child,
Yes.
they will breed an evil into the society.
Thank you. Yes.
If you grow up to be positive to your child and you raise your child properly, you grow.
See, there are only
into
two
the
wheels.
society.
There are only two wheels that exist on the planet Earth. Yes.
Wow.
Good and evil.
Okay.
That's me. You understand?
Okay, but
so in an environment, you understand?
I want to understand something.
must definitely
you're
have-
saying it's
so
negative.
you can't
yes?
get everything.
But we established that the society raises the child, not just the
Yes.
family. Yes,
Yes.
I know the family is the first interaction.
It sets the foundation.
Yes.
Do you
Yes.
understand?
Foundation.
But let's look at it this way. Yeah? Some people come from toxic families.
Yes.
And they end up where? Because, okay, you mentioned earlier some role models, like
Yes.
some people outside. Do you understand? So I also feel like the family is the society.
Yes, the family
Society is a collection.
the
It's a
collection of
family is what actually brings out the
That's one
society.
family.
Thank you.
So I think it's okay. Let me just agree. There's nothing absolute. There's nothing absolute in life. There are negatives, but I feel like the positives outweigh the negative.
Yes, if a
When it
family,
comes
if
to
a family
the
should
position
really
of
do
the
the job.
society.
If the
Is it
parents,
fair for us
sorry,
to
but
say-
I believe, but you know, if
Society
the
exists
parents,
because of a family.
Yes.
if the parents should actually, if the parents should actually do their own
job.
part very well.
Is it
Even though I
fair?
know,
You know that
there's a saying.
parents does what they think.
Wait,
What
wait,
they know, what they understand
there's a
to
saying
be
that said
their
that you can
part that is right.
you can give birth to a child, but you can't give birth to the
his
character,
habit
yes.
or to his character.
Yes.
Yeah.
So fine, if the parents have done,
Do you know why that
Their
saying
own part.
exists? Because the child gets exposed to other
Thank you.
children and other families.
So,
but
should we-
but
should we say-
the child also has
Joe.
a will, a self will too.
But this will is, first of all,
I
the
don't think-
will
I
is
don't
the
think we can
ideas that are
judge
put into
children
your
by
head.
will, because
As a
children-
child, you know,
there's-
what do you
there's-
know?
there's
They
this
tell you
concept,
go
I
left,
think
you go
it's
left,
Latin.
go
I think
right,
it's
See,
you go
Latin.
there's something
Tabula rasa, they call it tabula
Yes.
rasa. Plain
Yes.
slate.
Plain
You understand?
slate.
There's
So
something
when
you
the child
do.
when the child is born, yeah, it's plain slate. So we, the adults around them,
Empty.
we are like the artists around them. We draw.
But you know,
Do you understand? So what
there's
you
something.
draw, then
There's something
Lots of
about
parents
life. Wait,
become
there's something
parents.
about life. While growing up, there are some attitudes you do.
Yeah.
You understand? But while you're growing up, when you're shaping your life, at the age of maybe after secondary school, during that youthful exuberance stage, you get to do all the things you want to be, but
What
on your own.
informs that?
But
What
you know,
informs that?
The society,
What you
fine.
see,
Wait,
what
the
you
society
see, what you
informs
hear.
that. But later in future, do you know, maybe when you're approaching 200, let's say 200 level, if you're in school or you are attending a certain stage or age in your life, you tend to, that's where the will comes in. You yourself
Still,
tend to
that
question
will
yourself and
that you
bring down
think you
yourself.
have is still informed by something. Some
Something.
What you
level of
see.
exposure.
At times,
now
it's
when
informed.
you're
Do you know
moving-
what
when
I'm
you're
saying? That says that the
living-
best,
you
the
know, when
best
you're
coding,
living- when you're
or the
living
best
your-
discipline you
this
get, or the
environment
best
to another
lesson
environment.
you learn.
Children learn.
It's from
Children
your
learn
own
what they
lesson.
see, oh.
Yes.
You learn
That's
from
the
your own
mistake. I think that's the
lessons.
mistake we're making as adults.
When you talk to
Children learn
yourself,
so much from what they
see,
see.
I can talk. See, Job, I
How
can
did
talk
you
to
learn to talk to yourself?
Job.
From
From
reading,
seeing-
from seeing,
Wait.
from seeing what other people,
See,
from hearing what other people have said.
I'm learning from myself, from my own experience. Do you understand?
Like you said,
I learned from myself,
you
from
know
my
that
own
you are a
experience.
blank
Yes,
slate
you're a blank-
initially.
a child is a blank slate.
No, I'm not talking about a child. I said,
But
once you're
all of those
growing up,
experiences
there are
from
stages
that
in life.
childhood to
You evolve.
growing up
Yes,
is
so once you
adding
evolve
on.
ahead, there's a stage that you will talk to yourself as a
As an
okay,
adult.
as an adult, because
You
even
now have the
we-
will.
yes,
But
we cannot run away from that fact.
I don't think children really have will.
talking
I'm
to
not saying
yourself,
children
this talking
have
to yourself. Do you know you can also communicate to yourself wrongly?
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
In as much as
That
you
is
want-
also informed.
Yes.
You understand?
That is also
It's
informed based off of what you have gathered
based off
all
what
these years.
you have acquired. Thank you.
all of the
You
years.
understand?
being informed and then being informed in a positive way, right?
It can also be in a negative
see,
way.
can also be in a negative way.
Also be in a
made
negative
mention
way.
of something. She was like, was it how you made mention of something like, okay, in our current society,
Yes.
You can't really caution
like,
anybody's
caution-
child.
You see, like me growing
Yes,
up, I remember something. One of the key stuff I remember growing up, and I actually did it to somebody else recently. When I was growing up, I think somebody gave me, was it 20 naira? It was big currency that time.
Yeah, at the time.
I went sharp to go and buy stuff like just sweets and stuff. The shop owner took me home
Yes.
with my mother.
Society.
Like, this boy became.
Where did he get this money
You
from?
understand?
That was
Maybe he stole it-
yes.
maybe he stole it from
then
you.
my mother, I told my mother how, and she was like, okay. So the woman refused to say. It wasn't just business for her. Now, fast forward to like 2 years ago,
Now.
my neighbor, my close neighbor, one of his parents became like a hot thing, like money came.
Yes.
All of a sudden, do you understand? Political money came. This boy carried 1,000 naira went to this shop, started buying stuff. The woman actually sold to him. I was at home.
So that's why it comes back to what you said. It doesn't happen as it used to before.
Yes. I want to finish the story. Yeah, me and my mom were at home. I saw the boy passing. I was like, he came with his friends. He was like, they're bubbling and stuff. Do you understand? They were following him. I was like, where did you get one to buy all this stuff? He said, me and my mom went to that shop. Like, we asked the woman, it's not just business. This boy is your child.
Yeah.
When you see a boy buying stuff, where do you think this boy will get 1,000 naira?
You get
do you think
boy.
it's more than giving 1,000
and the type of things you buy? Exactly. Why would you buy 1,000 naira?
So in essence now, we're
saying that society now is not training.
It's not training.
That means you were
have the responsibility.
Individual.
Do you know that this family of a thing, the family, right, and environment. Family is the smallest unit where the rights, yes, and the most important, where the rights and the wrong can be contained. You understand? Yes. The society now is a larger family. To me, I see it as a larger family where you get to discern.
You know that every family gets to determine what you
do.
This glass
but the society too. The society.
Okay, this one has half water. This one is empty. You choose to pick this one, or you choose to pick.
I just have a scenario that happens. Do you know the society? The negative aspect I see in the society now with your story. You know, you can have a child at home,
yes,
and then you have a neighbor. These are areas where all this might face you are faced with. Then you have a neighbor that will call in your child and show him a way or show her the way to go and pick something without asking you, the parent, to bring for her. Have you noticed that recently?
Yes.
To steal, yes. They'll teach your children how to steal.
How to steal.
Yes.
Again,
and the child might not even think he's stealing. He's just
you wouldn't know now.
Yes.
It's just being respectful.
And then from there, the child grows with that kind of.
Yes.
And so what do we do?
No, see, that's why we're saying he said the society can be negative.
And positive.
I have one question.
That's a negative.
Very funny
so what
question,
do we do?
The best thing, I feel like the best thing here is
it still boils down to the family.
Yes.
No, of course, it comes down to the family, but also you that is in that.
He said if you can afford it. One of you said it. If you can afford it, if you pay, the best thing is to find your space. Do you understand? When your house, you have a fenced house. You know that okay, nobody people enter your house.
But your children are going to steal. They're still going to
That's the difference. Do you understand? There's a difference for somebody to leave his house, enter your gate, and your child to go and carry something.
But your child is going to go to the same school.
No, I'm not saying. But it's just there's a way to contain it. Now for you to just we're living in a compound. Face me, I face you. I can just say who's at home? Nobody. And go and bring salt for me. It seems innocent to the child.
Yes.
Do you understand?
But then
tomorrow now,
foul play.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
The child might have
but since you can't afford it, and then we know how our country is, we can't. Most of us,
it's
let's
not
say
a matter of
75% of us. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Afford it. It is which
how
one
can
is
we
right
trade the child?
Me my own. How
you understand the point?
Everybody thinks in their house what is right.
To afford it is not the point of contention here. Whether it is right or wrong.
No, there's some parents that are too busy to even notice what the children are doing.
From the time when a child is small, there are parents who have full-time jobs, both of them. So they leave their kids with nannies.
Okay,
so even at that point,
so we don't even have nannies. So we don't even have nannies. Where will we get the money to sponsor a nanny or to pay a nanny?
And just that one auntie that is in Angola now that does not have a job that she's doing now. You just say,
like that. Do you understand?
You just say, let me leave my child with you. You know.
Let me tell you how I was trained. Just about some of these issues. My mom always tells us that if anybody gives you money outside, she's not going to collect your money. My mother never collects our money. They give you. Do you understand? Just tell her so that if she sees the person tomorrow, she
appreciate the person.
Do you understand? If anybody sends you to do anything around the house in this compound, when we're going in your compound, come and tell her first. Do you understand? So it became
that's another key thing. You have to make sure that your house is actually.
Yes, I'm saying. So
my mother is she made it welcoming. Like, okay, if anybody wants to do something, you tell her.
Yes.
Like, see you.
Yes.
This auntie said I should go and do this.
And that's what I'm saying. It all boils down to the family.
Yes, that's the training.
So we cannot do away. So that's what I'm saying. We cannot do away with the family.
You understand?
No, we can never.
The growth of the society.
Of course not now.
See,
there's no society now.
This is what your mother is.
But it's not a one family thing.
This is what your mother is.
How can we
try it in another family? When before you even remove the hand, they go return and with slap. Die. Sure, you know.
How? Like
if you're trying to collect something,
you
understand? You're trying to collect it, and then it is a reinforced.
No, my mother too didn't want us like when she's there. Yeah,
but then she's using. She's coming. She's attacking you. She's teaching you from another perspective.
Which is not there. And somebody gives me. She knows how to collect.
You understand? But you tell her.
Yes.
And she doesn't talk to you.
Just hold on a bit.
That's not her problem.
Her
problem is tell her so that she would like appreciate the person so that the person.
Yeah, that's why I say she's learning you from another perspective.
yes,
she's teaching you rather from another perspective.
To be open to
in some families now, they don't teach like that.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying now.
They will deck you.
I'm not saying that can
Seriously.
work for me. I think it might work for somebody else.
You understand?
That's what I'm saying now. Mesh, what do you think? How can we enhance this? You know, some parents are actually they don't even know their duties. Let me not say they don't know,
Yes.
but some of them are too busy because looking for daily bread.
Yes.
And then they'll be thinking, because of the hardship, the economy, the bad economy situation, they don't even have time for their kids.
Yes.
So how do you think what do you think we can do about that?
Well, for me, right? First of all, a mother or a father who doesn't have time for his kid, should that be an excuse? Do you think that person is a serious parent?
Yes.
Yeah, well, you can't
don't
say
have
that. You
time
cannot
for
say that they are not serious parents now.
There is
Especially
no-
they're
Let me
going
tell
in
you,
a shanty,
let me tell you.
area,
Excuse
both
me.
of them working, putting heads
Forget-
together,
let me
because
tell
for
you,
them, the
forget that
dream is to
shanty area.
leave
Let
that
me tell you.
place.
See,
For
let
them,
me
the
tell
dream
you.
is to leave
See,
that place and give the child a better
your
life.
number
one
Touch my
priority.
soft
See,
spots.
your number one priority as a parent. See, your number one priority as a parent
Yeah.
are your kids.
Yes.
Whether you like it or
Yes.
not.
Everything
You
you, do
understand?
for
Yes.
you
You can
for
never
them.
see. You can never be too busy for your kids.
Okay.
That is just the truth. Let me tell you a
The
story. Let me tell you a
the
brief story.
economy plays
See,
a very
see, let me tell you a
vital
brief
role
story.
here.
I'll tell you a brief story
Okay.
to answer your question. There was an army general. You understand? All his life, he has been in the battlefield doing his field work, and then he never had time for his children. Do you know what? He retired and then he got seriously ill. Very big house. The money was there. Everything was there. But do you know that this man, when he retired and then he needed his children to sometimes converse with them or talk to them, he would be in the downstairs in pain, groaning in pain, and then they'll be there. He can't even, if he calls them, he's like a stranger to the parent, to the children. You understand the point? You are too busy, and then there are repercussions, there are punishments for whatsoever actions you do. You understand? That's to tell you, no matter the wealth. Do you know that Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg, they have time for their children till today?
Okay, let me.
No, but their level of exposure, their level of money, their level of
You must
you
have
can't
family
compare
time.
now.
You understand? You can't compare.
So, let me explain something to you.
Okay.
This whole conversation is like a deja vu
Yes.
for me. Like, because 3 weeks ago, I had this heated argument with one of my friends.
Yes.
He was talking about, okay, this white man's concept of my father was not there, he never visited me in school.
Yeah.
He never worked. I asked him a question, where does your father work? His father works he doesn't work in the States. Do you understand? Another different state. I asked him a question, before your father got married, do you think your father planned for life to take him to another state? He wouldn't see his wife in a whole month. He said, no, your father is not there. Your father is providing. Okay,
Yes.
we should look at their generation. Our fathers, as far as they can provide money. Do you understand?
For
Yes.
them, that was being a provider in the house. That was their understanding of being a provider.
Okay.
Now you see,
Okay,
That was their understanding of being a provider.
Our kids are our priority.
Yes.
Our kids will be our priority. Do you understand?
Yes.
But we also have to factor in life. You work. Bro, I've gone 1 week straight. I promise you 1 week straight. I sleep 2, 3. You don't even see the money, but you're working always. Do you understand?
Yes.
You're working always. Now tomorrow, your girlfriend or your boyfriend starts telling you,
You don't have time.
for you. Do you understand?
Yes.
But now the point is, nobody plans. If we all had our way,
Yes.
if we all had our way, I promise you, let everybody stay at home.
Let me tell you something.
Why do I want
Yes.
to go out?
I agree.
I love my
See,
children, I love my family.
Okay.
But I have to go, I have to hustle. Do you understand?
Yes.
We have to hustle. So you don't blame some of these men. But that general,
But
not
the
blame him.
general
Are you
has
sure?
money.
Yeah.
But to me,
See,
let
ask
me
those
let me
children,
by this side.
go back to a poor family with the father that's always at home. They will solve that man. I promise you.
All right, if you all heard our experts, it is just the environment and family. All right, they've got significant roles to play in the life of our kids. So you out there in the environment, do the right thing. You've got family, do the right thing because it is significant in the lives of a child. All right, until next time, T-Fam, stay glued to Tonak TV, stay happy. We love you. And we will see you some other time. Bye.